All right, 2005 is what this was pulled from. GMC Sahara 2500, four-wheel drive, diesel Duramax 6.6 liter, extended cab, long bed. That's a mouthful. 243 inches is what we measured it at. I think just a hair over that. And that was from the flush mount here to the top there. And that was just a tape. So, I mean, it's could be off by a little bit, but it's a straight frame. There's no rod in it. I'm going to go over the frame so you can see it as if you were here in person. It's too big to flip over like we do a lot of our frames. So if you decide you want it, you can put a deposit down on it, and I can lift it up in the air for you and whatnot. But it's a clean frame. You're not going to be surprised at any level. Everything we left on it is what we're going to include for you. So some bonuses there. Specifically with the fuel, some of the fuel lines and brake lines that we left on it, kind of nice for you to use that way. And yeah, so we'll go over it. I'm not really going to point out anything unless I see something wrong, and really there's nothing wrong with this frame. Like I said, there's no rot whatsoever. There's no rust. There's not even scaling on the rails whatsoever. You got a little oxidized metal. You can see where the bare metal's showing up. And that flash, what we call flash rust, pretty quickly, and that's what you're seeing a little bit up through here, but there's no actually material being lifted, anything like that. Nice clean. Some of the body mount bushing holes here, this one's clean. That one's pretty clean there. This one's got a little bit, starting to wear a little bit there. It's a two bushings squeezed together, so they pinch more, trap moisture. This was a Colorado frame, so we don't use salt on the roads. It's kind of something people don't know about Colorado. It's one of the hidden gem states with that, because everybody always thinks Arizona, California, whatnot. So that one's in pretty good shape. That one's clean, and that one's clean. You can kind of see a little bit of the material on that, but it brushes right off. So that one's super clean there, and then your little ones for your bed and all the way back. So, and then inside your channels here, they're all nice and clean. There's nothing. The sun's kind of making this a little hard to see. I get from that angle, so see if I can show this one a little bit better. So, okay, and again, it wasn't in an accident. So it's an unwrecked frame. That's all we buy out here. We don't buy salvage vehicles very often, especially diesels. They're just too expensive to buy. So this was a no start we picked up, and then it was a simple problem, fuel problem. So we got the engine running. I actually still have the motor on this one, and I have an LB7, right? So I have an LLY and LB7 right now. We have two Allison transmissions, one really low miles and one 200K. So one 119, and the other one's like 200. A couple transfer cases, got a rear axle, got a front differential still. The bed's pretty beat up, just with dings and stuff as a work truck. Cab is pretty clean on this one. No rot or anything in it. I think the door's got a ding in it. So those are all available as of right now. But those parts have just starting to be listed as of today and in the next couple days. So these don't last very long. So yeah, I think that's it. Any questions, comments, concerns, you can reach out. There's many ways to contact us. Easiest way, the way I prefer, is the phone, 303-666-9020. But you can always email jeremy@partsbreakers.com. You can jump onto our website. If our chat's working, you can chat with us there, partsbreakers.com. Let's see. Facebook, there's some means to contact us there through both my personal and our business profile. So just we're a little slower to respond on those other platforms. The phone is by far the quickest and fastest way. As far as shipping goes, we can ship this pretty much anywhere in the country. Matter of fact, I just shipped one of these guys to Arizona. It was slightly different. Same year, but it was the quad cab, regular bed, four-wheel drive diesel. So you can expect to pay about $1,000. One thing to note on these big frames, and on that frame too, we actually delivered that by hand ourselves. These big frames do take a little bit more to build basically a big skid that will accommodate them. So typically what we like to do is deliver these ourselves. So reach out, let us know, if you're thinking about buying a frame or need a frame. Best thing to do is to reach out beforehand, secure it with a deposit, and that will allow me to start working on quotes, start putting it out there on some of our trucker forums. We have a dispatch, central dispatch we use, and get it posted. And because it's probably going to take a couple weeks to get it going, and if we have to deliver it, it could be a couple months. So it's something, you know, you can secure it, and then we can figure out shipping. If it's too long out or it's not reasonable, and reasonable meaning around $1,000, I wouldn't expect to pay any less than that on this frame. It's such a large frame. It's going to take up a good portion of the back of the semi width-wise, and you can't put them up. You can't lean them up on their side at all, not at least in the semis that we use. So, yeah, okay. Thank you very much for taking a look, and it will be posted on our website, partsbreakers.com. The SKU will be posted here soon.